are back. Thank you for staying with us. And just before we cross over to a political segment, I just want to correct something that we told you before on matters sports, because we have talked widely on sports. So apparently the affordable housing will be given after the quarterfinals. So for now, our players have 3 million, the 2.5 plus the 500,000 top up from the former Premier Raila Odinga. So we still celebrate them, and it's still a win. And now let's cross over and look at what's happening in the political space, particularly for youths, because this is our business. We are the youth. It's our business. How do we get into this space in politics and be active? And that's why we're looking at the place of youths in politics. And for this conversation, I have been joined by an expert. I have Jacob Omondi, who's a political strategist, and he has quite a myriad of experience, and he'll tell us about it. Karibu sana, Jacob.
Thank you. I want just to say good morning to our viewers. My name is Jacob Omondi Odhiambo, a lawyer by profession, a political strategist who hails from Kabondo Kasipul constituency, Homa Bay County, and I'm happy to be here this morning.
Absolutely amazing to have you. Now, tell us, just for people to understand what a political strategist does. A lawyer, we know. A political strategist, what exactly do you do? And how have you been involved in the Kenyan politics in that space? Because you look like a youth, you're young enough.
Yeah,
I'm a youth. So how, because now we're talking about how youths can be involved. So how have you been involved as a political strategist?
Okay, I started, my political activities back in 2013, but generally actively in 2017 after campus, of course. I was in the NASA coalition. By then, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, and the rest. We were at we came up with the adopter polling station. You remember during that time, based on the experience that we had in 2013 during COD coalition. So we said, why not come up with a way of protecting our votes? And that was the adopter polling station. And then after the adopter polling station strategy, then now we came up with what we called 5 people per polling station. And the main objective of this was to get real-time data during the voting day. That was the Form 34A, because you remember when we took a petition to court in 2013, during William Mutunga's reign as the Chief Justice, he dismissed our petition with a 2-minute ruling. So in 2017, we realized that the trend was rigging, and therefore we were prepared to challenge that in court. And we knew that court works with evidence, and we needed a proof, a watertight case. And that is now why we came up with the adopter polling station, 5 youths per polling station. Then we needed satellite gadgets to give us, the Form 34As that we needed for the presidential petition. And you remember we managed that successfully, and that is what led to Maraga, Justice Maraga, nullifying the presidential elections in 2017.
Absolutely.
So fast forward, we came to 2022. I was in the Azimio, coalition, but now working with the campaign team, Homa Bay County campaign team, led by then Gladys Wanga and Joseph Yugi Magwanga, currently the governor and the deputy governor. I was a strategist from the side of the deputy governor, because previously the deputy governor was also going for governor, and then Raila called them for a consensus, and then they were talked to join together. So I've been there, and even my area MP, Dr. Ivo Bar, I've really worked for her, and she's serving her second term. For
absolutely. That is great. You've been very instrumental, looking at the things with Form 34A. I remember how famous it became for 34A, for 34B, all that, even the election being nullified. You being part of those processes, you must know a lot about Kenyan politics, and it must be something to know that you have taken part in some of the transformations that we are seeing, because now, now people you have witnesses, as you said, 5 people in the polling station, just to make sure that the elections will be fair and all that. Is amazing. But now, looking at the Kenyan youth currently, they have the perception of politics is dirty. and I don't think I can fault them to that, you know, but there's that perception. What do you think about this kind of thinking, and how can we move from there?
I think that honestly and sincerely speaking, as young people, we have the opportunity to shape the direction that this country takes going forward. We are about 70% population in terms of the registered voters. Out of 22 million registered voters, as per the records of the IBC in 2022 elections, we are about 14, 15 million young people who I think by all standards and fairness, we can decide who leads this country at whatever given time. But there's this perception that politics is dirty, just like you rightly put it. And youths tend to, you know, shy away from actively participating in politics. And I would just want to urge my fellow young people, being that I've been in this field for some good time, we need to have a structure. If you want to, you know, do politics properly and participate in the nation building and shaping the future of this nation, we need to come out. We need to get away from shouting on social media and, you know, streets. Let us join whichever political parties that are available. Let us agitate from within the political parties. I can tell you that there are a lot of political parties registered in Kenya. Just choose one, look at the ideologies of the respective political parties, see if whichever political party's ideology aligns with your thinking and your thoughts, join the political party, then start agitating from within. Start looking for the leadership within that political party, whether the youth leadership at the constituency level, at the ward level, at the county level, then come up to the youth league of that particular political party. Then from there, you will be constructively contributing towards nation building and shaping the politics of this country. You see, even when a government wants to, or any entity, with it an NGO, CMD, or you know, government, want to engage youths in matters of politics, they will engage these youths from political parties or known movements. Yeah, like we can now talk about the MDD, the Movement for the Defense of Democracy, where I'm a member of that movement. You remember, after 2022 elections, we were demonstrating, we were on the street demonstrating, saying that, you know, this election was rigged and a lot of things. And then now Baba and Ruto got together, and then they started now reshaping. And then you remember from our demonstration, the NADCO team was constituted, and then NADCO report was drafted. That was out of the street demonstrations that we did, but we did not do the street demonstrations from facelessness, leaderless, rudderless. We had an entity called MDD, right? You see, and we were branded. So I want to tell the young people that you can say, as much as you can say that you are rudderless, you are leaderless, you are faceless, you must know, wherever you are, that nothing happens as a coincidence. I can tell you, I was also involved in the demonstrations for the finance bill, against the finance bill 2024, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And I tell you that a lot of people, young people, were being funded. A lot of funds were being released into funding this demonstration. But you remember, I can tell you for sure that there are a lot of innocent youth that were just coming on the streets, demonstrating. They didn't even know what is happening, where it is headed to. They were just coming out of that euphoria that we are leaderless, we are rudderless, we are young people. But there were people who were making millions of shillings.
Okay.
Because we can argue here. After the president, said that now we withdraw the finance bill, and the whole cabinet was reconstituted, there were some people who were still interested in going on the street. Now that tells you that, yes, as much as initially we came out innocently to say, we don't want this finance bill. There are now some politicians who took advantage and now intruded into the movement because we were leaderless and rudderless and so on and so on. And then they got that euphoria and they now wanted to now topple the government.
Okay, so I hear you, but one thing you've said, I don't think they said rudderless. They were rudderless, so, for sure. But I totally get your arguments, and of course, just to put out that these are the opinions shared strictly by Jacob,
sure.
not for the station.
Yes.
But again, people have different arguments on how the youths coming out on the streets and why they're leaderless, faceless and all that, because they feel like what I got is that once you get into a political party, or once you get into whatever, then they sort of change you or you're corrupted, something changes. And even that, and I remember some of the leaders who came out, as much as there was the thing about being leaderless and Casmol, and it sort of validates what they were saying, because when Casmol got that popularity, went to different stations, got that popularity, and now we're seeing him in the ODM,
Youth League,
in the Youth League, and so that was what people were saying that would happen. People would go and get corrupted or get
no. You see, let us
and forget the main thing about fighting for the young people and the voices of the young people.
No. Let me tell you something. And young people should really understand, from us who have also been in this journey, and we are still in this journey, that the only way to grow politically and to get that experience and exposure and also to one day be a leader is through a structure. You can hardly be somebody outside a structured organization. And in this case, I'm talking about a political party. Even Kasmul Maure, Makoure that we're talking about, after the demonstrations and after meeting Baba and a few leaders here and there, I think ODM has taken him to some training in US recently, and he took almost a month there. And then when he's come back, he at least is advanced in his perspective of the global outlook. Okay. This is an opportunity that he could not get on the street in that rudderless, leaderless format. You can only get it from a structured organization. Okay. Even when sponsors, there are so many people outside there that wants to support the youth leadership, but they can only support youth leadership in a structured way.
Manner.
In a structured manner. So I still urge our young people that we have the power to decide and to determine and to shape the direction that this country takes going forward. Okay. More so when we get to 2027, because we're going to be almost 80% of the total votes, registered voters. Okay. So we can decide that this is the president we want. We can decide that this is the governor we want, this is the senator we want, and we get to win the election. But let us also be clear about something. Let us not be reactionary when it comes to matters of politics. Reactionary in terms of we bring emotions into political matters, or we say euphoria into political matters. Let us be young people who can, consult widely. Let us be young people who can really make informed, decisions based on discussions, candid discussions that we get to hold, whichever places that we choose to, and we should judge people based on what they are doing. When you do something good, I should say that today you've done this right. If you do wrong, we should be able to correct you and tell you, no, this is not what we expect. We expected you to do this way. And if you cannot do it this way, then we are going to, vote in another person. Okay. We should not have a blanket condemnation of leaders. Example, I can tell you that President Ruto, in the last 2 years now, President Ruto is now is in the right trajectory, according to me as a young person.
Okay.
Because this is the
What
first.
informs that?
This is the first time. You see, first of all, Harambee Stars did not qualify for CHAN. Harambee Stars are playing CHAN because we are a host country. We did not qualify. We were just allowed to play because we are a host country. And you can see from the support and the incentive of the president, the Harambee Stars are playing like as if they qualified for the tournament.
Yeah, they've played
you see?
very well, yeah.
It is because of the support and the positive, the president being there, the government being there, the government being concerned, and we are doing well.
And I think the people have also appreciated
and the people are appreciating that. So in that line, we need to thank the president. And as a young people, we need to support the president to get this done in the right way. The other day, previously before this last game, yesterday, the other weekend, the other game, I went to Kasarani Stadium. And, they were scanning the tickets and everything. So when we were just getting through the scans, a group of youth just pushed the fence and got inside there. Yeah. And when we were walking, we've been scanned, our tickets have been scanned, we are walking in, then the youths are saying, William will pay those fines. You see that is being irresponsible. Okay. Yeah? Because we raised, even these games being moved to Uganda or Tanzania, and then who are going to suffer? It is us who are going to suffer. It is our economy that is going to suffer, because the moment these games are here, we shouldn't look at it as if it is only the game that is happening at Kasarani. We should look at it, what is the economic impact of these games being held here?
Country.
Yeah. There are people who are doing Airbnb businesses. They get people to sleep in their businesses, in their, apartments or places because of these games. Yeah. There are people who are selling foodstuffs. These people are eating. They can't stay here in Kenya without eating. Then it means
even the tourism sector,
even the tourism sector. So we need to look at matters as young people. We need to look at matters constructively and with informed, decisions and with critical thinking, so that we are able to help in nation building. Right now, Kenya have been fined a tune of 13 million just on recklessness. Something that we could have avoided as young people and say, this money could have been taken to maybe nurture talent somewhere, because this money that is being paid as fine to CAF is not coming from the pocket of the president. He will take this money from the Ministry of Sports. Yeah. This is taxpayers' money.
Exactly. So it is us still paying for it.
So it is us still paying. We pay for it. And you see, we also have a scenario where young people, we say that we want good services, but we don't want to hear anything to do with the tax increment. When you travel out of Kenya, maybe to the West, let's not talk about Africa, maybe to the West, those people get quality services because they pay tax. They agree to pay tax to their governments. Governments,
the same one.
Governments run based on the collection of revenue that they get from their people. And if the revenue is insufficient, then they go for external borrowing or internal borrowing. Okay.
But now the problem, from what I hear from the youth, because I'm also a youth and I hear what people are saying, is that in as much as they're being taxed, they don't see where their money is going. They're not getting quality, and that is why they are complaining. And the problem is usually with corruption. So the money ends up in corruption. So they don't have a problem with being taxed, only that they do not benefit from what they are being taxed on. And we have case examples where some institutions, and apparently government institutions, where the deductions being made, but at the end of the day, they're not accessing the services that they want to get. You have been deducted for SHA. Rightfully, you can't even oppose it, really. But when you go to the hospital, you're being told you have not paid for almost 6 months, so you have to pay again from your pocket. So it is the inefficiency of the services in as much as they're being taxed, and that's why people are complaining. So then what would you say as someone who is in the, you know, in this space, in the political space, how then can we get rid of corruption and make things work for our country?
All these things, we can only change them when we are within a structural system as a young people. And that is why I said political parties. We have a corruption. Corruption did not come to Kenya when President Ruto got into office. Corruption has been there before. Actually, there's a time that the former President Uhuru Kenyatta went to a station and said that Kenya lose 2 billion every day.
To corruption. Yeah,
through corruption. Now, President William Ruto did something that, according to me, is commendable. He signed into, there are bills that he signed the other day at the devolution conference. One was the County Assembly bill on, the County Assembly's bill on their financial independence. What this means is that, you know, in the past, the county assemblies were surviving on the goodwill, their goodwill between them and the governor. The money from the exchequer was going to the county executive. Then from the county executive, the governors were now giving money to the county assemblies. What the bill that the President Ruto signed in during the devolution conference is that now the county assemblies can access their monies from the exchequer direct to the county assembly. What does this mean? This means that the MCS are able now to oversight the county governments and the governors without a compromise.
Okay.
They can be sure that we will pay ourselves our salary because we can get our money from the exchequer directly. Nobody is going to hold our money because we did not do what he or she wants. Yeah? This is going to improve accountability at the whole system of governance. Absolutely. And now, as a young people who are coming from grassroots, we need to hold, from next month, we need to hold our MCS accountable. If there's a misappropriation of funds at the county level, county governments, the MCS should tell the young people that from their wards, that why was this done and why did you people not raise this need? Because now there's no excuse that, you know, if we complain or when we bring governor to tax, he's not going to pay our salary or he's not going to pay us our allowances because you now have your independence. Are you getting me? Yes. You see, the problem that we sometimes do as a young people is that we only think that corruption happens at the national government.
It's just right. We see it right from, you know.
Yeah. we say just
the local.
We just think that it is only the national government that should be held into account. And what about the county government? Because they get 15% shareable revenue. Yeah. What are they doing with that funds? For example, my county, Homa Bay, 80% of the projects right now are from the national government. Be it the arboretum, be it the pyre, be it the airstrip that is being expanded, be it the, you know, the research, you know, institute at the Tomboya University within Homa Bay County, be it the dualling of the junction Kudoyo to Nyalikinyi Road. Those are government national government projects. Be it the arboretum that the president went the other day, be it the fish market there at the those are national government's projects. Then now you ask yourself, what is the county government of Homa Bay, for example, doing with the funds that they get from the national government, from the equitable share revenue allocation? What are they doing with this money? And then governors, because the politician, our politician, local politician, knows that they know how to play with our minds as a young people. Then now they shift the blame to national government. Now all of us, all of us now concentrate on the national government and now forget that counties have money, they are devolved funds, leave alone even counties. CDF, the MPs, members of parliament from our constituencies have NGCDF funds. Exactly. How are they utilizing that NGCDF funds from the national government? Are we young people from our respective constituencies holding our members of parliament into account? And do we even know the roles of members of parliament apart from representation, legislation and oversight of the national government? Do we know? Do we even understand what are the functions of the NGCDF fund within our constituencies? You will find that a lot of youths don't even know. Yeah? NGCDF, for example, the member of parliament is responsible for the security. Security is a national function. And who represent the national government at the constituency level is the member of parliament. So if the office of the chief or assistant chief or a police station is in bad condition, or the police, then that is the work of the MP. The members of the public, the young people, should hold the MP accountable to that. Yeah? If there are schools who are in bad condition, like the other day I saw where the deputy president comes from, Tarakiniti, I saw a clip from NTV Citizen, how the classrooms look like. And then people were all over saying, actually Wamunyoro and the opposition, they were saying that, look at yule mtu wa soprano. Gachagua said that in a rally, that yule mtu wa soprano, sijui angalie kwake vile nakaa. That is not the responsibility of the deputy president. That is the responsibility of a member of parliament of that constituency, because there's NGCDF funds. And one of the functions of the NGCDF funds is to build schools. Exactly. What has a member of that parliament of that constituency done with the NGCDF funds for the last financial years?
Exactly. And for most people, they know the NGCDF fund specifically, mostly for the building of schools. But
building of schools.
There are many other
bursary to the students. There is a co-curriculum activity, because that also falls like under the education, the talent, development of talents. Yeah, that falls under the development of education. And therefore, if you are a young person who has a talent, you are a young person who can play drama or something, you should hold your member of parliament accountable. Tell your member of parliament, we have a studio for recording music. Yeah. We have this talent in our constituency.
Where are you taking us?
Where are you taking us? These are other questions that we need to ask our representatives. And this is specifically the member of parliament. If we come to the early childhood, a young person, I know young girls have children at home with their parents or something, even the young boys, right? ECDs are a function of devolved unit, county governments.
Okay.
If your child is going to school and there's no feeding program in ECDI centers, ask the governor.
What's happening?
If you cannot meet the governor, your representative is the MCA that lives with you within the ward. Ask the MCA that why is such a school, the ECD center, not having food program, feeding program. Why is this particular ECD center structure not in a good shape? Because that is a function of a devolved unit. Okay. County governments should build ECD centers in the respective wards.
Okay.
If there's an ECD center that is not built, ask your MCA. That is the right person to ask, because he represents you at the county government.
Exactly.
They formulate policies, they legislate, and they oversight. So, as young people, as youths, we need to understand what are the roles of the MCA, what are the roles of the county government, what are the roles of the MP, what are the roles of the national government. The moment we understand and distinguish these functions, then we will not blanketly blame one individual for everything.
All the problems that we have.
For the problems that we have. Another last thing that I can say before maybe you say something. We need, as a young people, to actively get into these political spaces and participate. Because the moment we don't participate, that is like giving a blank check to those who are in authority to decide on our behalf. Yet, they don't understand real-time issues that affect us as the young people.
Absolutely, and I totally agree with that. Just before I get to that point, because I also want to touch on that, I believe that what you have said is the disconnect that people have, because the young people, or even the elder generation, some people do not understand the functions of the different levels we have, you know, of the MC, of the MP, of the governor, before we even get to the president and even the cabinet secretaries. So once people understand and their role in keeping them accountable, then probably things will change for the better. And I think we'll need more of this kind of education and just getting to know what, you know, what does this one do? What should they do? Why are not they doing what they're doing?
Because
then how do I go and, you know,
challenge because
them?
Let me tell you, you see, like even these markets that the empowerment programs that the national government, we've seen them moving around doing empowerment programs. Huh? The youth, as young people, we don't even understand that the women rep from every county is always given 7 million, like my county. The woman representative receives 7 million per sub-county. Sub-county means a constituency. So per year. So in Homa Bay alone, we have 8 constituencies.
That's 7
so
times 8.
The women rep receives 7 million times 8 in one financial year.
Look at that.
When you meet these women representatives, you don't even know their functions. The young people don't even know their roles. The youth should understand that these women representatives have youth fund, youth empowerment, funds with them. These women representatives have pesa ya wamama ya biashara.
Exactly.
That is part of that money. These women representative, ile soko, zile soko ziko huko kwa kijiji. It is a responsibility of the women rep. That is why she's given 7 million per constituency per financial year. So our young people should hold
them
accountable. Ask the women rep.
What have you done?
This year, I've not seen 7 million in my constituency. What did you do with our 7 million? Which youth groups did you empower, or did you give your money on behalf of our constituency? And the woman rep should be able to tell you, to answer those questions, and with evidence. Exactly. That this year, the 7 million that I got for Kabondo Kasipul, where I come from, for example, I gave this group 1 million. I gave this group 500,000. I gave this group this much. Then this 3 million, I built this market. You see? Yeah. The next financial year, the same. So by the end of 5 years, from Kabondo Kasipul alone, where I come from, or from your constituency where you come from, ask your women representative that where is 35 million that you received for these 5 years that you've been in office. We want to see that 35 million in this constituency. It is your role, and we know you are given this money. And to make matters clear, the National Treasury, through the CS, John Badi, said that up to July this year, there are no arrears whatsoever that is owed to the NGCDF, the MPs, or the county governments, or the women reps.
So they have all
the monies have been released.
They don't have any excuse to say, oh, I
yes,
did not receive money.
It was not released.
They should give us a breakdown. How
they have spent this money. I think by doing this, we will be enhancing accountability. We will be able to understand as a young people that, yes, as much as we want to hold the president accountable, these our leaders also receive part of this money that we are asking the president, what have you done for us? They have this money. What have they done for us? From where we come from, because we elected them into office. Yeah.
I think that would be a game changer in Kenya, because a lot of money gets lost and people do not know it's going, because they don't understand the roles that the people that they go to elect. You know, you go to elect and then you see, you know, you just compare during elections. Okay, let's pick this one, but you don't know if they will deliver or not, or if if the previous one delivered or not. You know?
Sure.
So it is very unfortunate, but we can move from that, and we are moving from that as the young people. Now, you have mentioned that young people should actively participate in the political space. But now let me ask, is there opportunity, are the opportunities there for the young people to now come, engage? Will their voices be heard? And I know you've mentioned that different movements, you know, joining different political parties, but still, will they be heard? Will there be an impact?
Yeah, I believe that they will be heard. Like, just like I said earlier, you see, when you are within a political party structure, from the grassroots level, the ward level. There are those people we called the ward, the polling station, the committee at the polling station level. There is an election that is done, the grassroots elections for every political party. There is a youth leader at the polling station. Each polling station, there's a youth leader representing a political party. Then there's a youth leader at the constituency level, and youth representatives, secretary, and members of the youth committee. Then you come to the county. There's a youth league within the county for a given political party. Then now you come to the national league. When you are within these structures of youth leadership, you are able to agitate. You are able to write down your policy and give your political party that this is what we feel or what we think should be done as a youth belonging to this political party.
Okay.
Like us, and many political party does this, you see, the nomination for youth always have advantage. It is only that we don't look for the information, and therefore we just talk out of hearsays. We don't have the information. Information is power. As a young person, and due to the fact that the world is nowadays a global village, you can access the world at your comfort. You should strive so much to have the right information. Once you have the right information, you are able to make informed decisions moving forward. When you get into a political party, the first advantage that a youth has is that the nomination fee, even for a political position, is always half the nomination fee that an adult should pay.
Okay.
Like the older people should pay for a political party. For example, for a member of parliament, nomination fee in ODM where I belong to, the member of parliament position, for you to participate in a nomination process, you pay 250,000. For youth, the youth will pay 125,000, of which right now we are agitating that it should be reduced even more, much more down. That is an advantage. Then the political party always supports the young people with the merchandise, the brandings, and everything. That is another advantage that you get when you are doing your politics within a political party structure. But when you are independent, it means that you will start campaigning alone, doing everything alone, collecting signatures to take to IBC, IBC to verify those signatures, you see, as per the constitution. Maybe they can reject the signatures. You see, you have a hard time. But when you are within a political party, you don't need even to collect the signature, because the political party membership alone in itself is already 5 million. And maybe the signatures you need is 1,000. So you will just be cleared because you belong to a political party. Number two, when you are campaigning, for example, for an MCA position, after the nomination, and the political party now gives you the ticket to run for that particular post, the other candidates will be campaigning for you. When they come to your ward, the governor will campaign for you, the senator will campaign for you, the MP will campaign for you, because so now you are a team. And then even these handouts that people give in politics, that day you will not be giving anybody a handout, because the governor is there, he will do it for you on your behalf.
So you have some covering of
that is an advantage. In occasions that the governor is in another ward, you have the MP who is within the constituency, will be there to go for you, to give people handouts on your behalf. So these are advantages that the young people should take. And that is why I advocate that young people should fight for political spaces within the political parties.
Now, the only issue that I understand the young people have in political parties, and we have seen it culture, for all political parties really, in the different elections, is that when they get to the nomination, for you to be given a ticket to vie for in that political party, that position, it's a gamble. You might not necessarily get it, because there are many people, like there would be 5 of you and only one person can get. So there's that, and there's also some level of corruption that is said to be there, that you have to pay some money to the political party for you to be selected. I don't know how true that is. Maybe you can tell us.
Let me give the young people a secret, because I've been with these political bigwigs for quite a long time, and I understand what politics is all about. You see, as a young person, just make sure that you are popular within your area where you want to run for a seat. The political parties always do their, you know, what we call their surveys, independent surveys. Yeah, they always do research. They always try to find out who is the most popular candidate within that given area. And when the research indicates, like ODM does research like even 12 times before the nomination day. Okay. So they already know who is popular. So when they are coming to the nomination, that is why you sometimes find that there is an election dispute, and it is taken to the Central Management Committee for review. Because they are realizing another person has won, and according to their survey, the person who was popular was this popular. So they have to rethink, because they also don't want to lose that seat, because when they lose that seat, there will be no political parties funding. Or the political party funding will be reduced, because it is based on the number of elected leaders that that particular political party has. And even the nomination slots are given to a political party based on the number of elected leaders that they have. So political parties don't want to lose these benefits that comes with a lot of members being elected. And you see, even the elected leaders, they have party subscriptions that they pay. Like the MCS pay are deducted 20,000 per month by a political party, which they were elected to. So no political party would want to lose this kind of funding to an independent candidate. You understand?
That makes a lot of sense.
So, as a young people, and I've said we are the majority, the only thing we need to do is we need to ensure that we love each other, we support each other within our areas of jurisdictions, and then let us join political parties, and then let us agitate for our spaces within those political parties. And we are going to make a difference. We are going to shape this nation. Absolutely. We have the power, we have the vote.
It is in us.
Yes, it is in us. So when we lose this opportunity, we only lose it by deciding that we want to lose it.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, and I don't think there's a better way to close this. However, I don't want you to leave without telling the people of the importance of voting, because you have talked at length about, you know, how they can be involved, but also a crucial part is actually going out to vote, because we are the biggest, but young people do not turn out when the elections come. So maybe you can tell us this as you close it for us.
Okay, I just want to urge the young people that have not registered yet as voters first, that please, the IBC is going to come up with the mass voter registration program. Let us get out and register voters. Let us take voters' cards. And then, for you who have listened to this show, please talk to your fellow young person about the importance of actively participating in politics, either by voting or by joining a political party structure and fighting for your space. And let us get out there and talk to ourselves and make informed decisions when we get to 2027. And lastly, let us avoid this blanket condemnation of leaders. Let us have the right information about our leaders, their roles, and what they need to do for us. And then let us hold them accountable based on their roles that they are supposed to do. And let us also get to know how much they get as per the fundings from the national government, be it NGCDF, be it the Women Rep Fund, be it the governors, the allocation for national shareable revenue. Let us understand that how much our country is receiving per financial year, and hold our governors through the MCS accountable to these funds. So that as we demand accountability from the national government, let us also demand similar accountabilities from our devolved system, beginning with the MCA, the MP, the women representative, the governor, and even the senator, because the senator also plays a role. They are the people who ensure that the monies are released to the county government.
Oversight role, absolutely.
Yes, and thank you very much for this show. I hope that next time we'll be here to talk to our young people.
Absolutely.
And to carry the conversation forward.
Absolutely. This is a conversation that we definitely need to continue with. There's so much more that we would have talked about, only that we are pressed for time. So we will continue with this conversation. I hope you have taken something from it. Thank you very much, Jacob, for honoring us and giving us such amazing insights. I am sure you have gotten a lot. Myself, I have gotten to learn a lot. So make sure you are holding your leaders accountable, even in the devolved system that we already have. So we'll be giving you more, but that's it from here. Sakwa will be coming up with the next conversation. In this interview, I had Jacob Omondi, who's a political strategist and a lawyer. Thank you for staying with us. See you on the other side of the break.